I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Chris Pajak and this is the Comments Below show in the aftermath of Liverpool beating Southampton 2-0 at St Mary's and what was a genuine 6-pointer in my opinion for Liverpool Football Club. Now look, we went into the game after a short week. We've obviously played Besiktas on the Thursday night. Southampton had no European football, had quite a long time to prepare for us, yet we were the ones who got the 2 goals to get the win without expending that much energy. So, you know, it's been a bit divisive about opinions on the Southampton match. A lot of people were unhappy with the way that we performed, the fact that Southampton had more possession than us. I, for one, weren't. I was just happy that we got the 3 points, to be honest. But look, I'm going to get straight to the comments below because that's what this show is. It's about your comments, not mine. So, straight to the dyslexic bastard. Great result and great performance today. Props to Rodgers, most of all. After the 3-0 loss to United in December, his job looked in danger. Now we're in the best form in the league after his change in tactic. 3 at the back, and we're keeping a lot of clean sheets. Also, Mignolet stepping up massively. Looking forward to playing City. Need to win with no fear. Hashtag we go again. Dyslexic. I think you're right there. Liverpool have been superb, haven't they, since the Man United? Obviously, Man United, I think, was the first time we really put out the 3 at the back. Sterling should have got a few goals there. The result was not a fair reflection of the football match, but since then we have been the form team. And, I think we're unbeaten in 2015 in the Premier League. I think we're the only team that can say that as well. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will in the comments below, of course. Mignolet has been incredible in the last few weeks. I think the point's been made a few times on the subscription shows over the last couple of weeks that if we'd signed a keeper in January for 15 million and he was putting in the performances that Simon Mignolet is putting in right now, we'd be made up and we'd be talking about a keeper who could be at Liverpool for the next 10 years. And, you know, Mignolet has got to keep this up, though. That's the main thing with him. And if he does keep it up, I'll be happy. If he can keep this form from now until the end of the season, I'll be happy with Simon Mignolet for quite a few years. But he's got to keep these performances up, as do all Liverpool players when they're in some good form. Next one was Martin Walls. No one talking about what we will do when Gerrard leaves over the past couple of games. Personally, I think we'll be okay. YNWA. Great point, Martin. I mean, no one else has mentioned it over the last couple of weeks, but these Liverpool players are going out there without the captain, without the talisman of the club, Steven Gerrard, and putting in performances. Now, Joe Allen yesterday, he wasn't great. You know, there was a shout where he could have given away a penalty. Jordan Henderson, I don't think has been that good since he's been in the role with Joe Allen. But, you know, we're winning football matches, and that is ultimately what matters. Jordan Henderson's record as captain speaks for itself. I think it's 9 games, 7 wins, 2 draws. Someone will be tweeting it somewhere on Twitter anyway. You can go and check that out. Just type it in. I'm sure you'll find it quickly enough. Captain fantastic. Considering they had a week and a half to prepare for us, I think that might be one of the results of the season. Great performance and fantastic defensive shape. Captain fantastic, or Captain El Capitan. That's a great point. No one else has brought that up, and I'd not realised that until I read your comments. A week and a half they'd had to prepare, and we'd had 3 days since Besiktas, and yet we're the one who looked like we expended less energy than them. We go out and we get the 3 points. The defensive shape, first half, a little bit weak. I think Lovren switched off a couple of times. Chan didn't have the best game, but because Ibe and Moreno second half anyway, we looked a lot better. We looked a lot more suited to holding on to the lead. It was almost a European Benitez style performance in the end, wasn't it? You know, we sucked up a lot of pressure and we broke out and got the 2 goals that we needed. And Phil Coutinho was the one who changed that, really, wasn't he? But great point, Captain. I really like the point about Southampton having a week and a half to prepare. I think that's important that we get that out there. It is a great point, and I think we've done fantastically well to get the point, because ultimately they're in good form as well. Sean into Pop. If Brendan Rodgers puts us in the Champions League after the absolute nightmare in the first half of the season, is it better? Is it a better achievement than last season? Discuss. I will discuss. And you know what? It's a tough one. We played some of the best football that I've seen as a Liverpool fan. Now, I've been a fan since I was born, pretty much. But the first season I remember was probably 88, 89 as a 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid. And we'd played some great football back then, but you know, as a true fan who actually probably knows a little bit more about what he's talking about, probably not that much more since a 6-year-old me anyway, former Pajak. But anyway, I'm waffling now. That football that we played last season was probably the best that I've seen. The football, the amount of goals, it made going to Anfield heaven. It really did. I mean, every single week we were just giggling in the stands at what Luis Suarez was doing to teams, the intensity that we were playing with, the way that the rest of the team was built around him and Daniel Sturridge, and it was just a pleasure to watch. But getting back to your question, is it a better achievement than last season if we get into the top four? If we get into the top four this season, I would have to say it would be a better achievement, because we did have a terrible start, and ultimately he's done it without Luis Suarez, who in my opinion was the best player in the world last season. So to lose Luis Suarez, to have the problems that we'd had with the new signings, have the problems that we'd had with the system, have the injury to Daniel Sturridge, to turn it around, and to turn it around without Daniel Sturridge in the side as well. And if we do go on to get top four, and we have to go on and get top four, then I think it will be. But a great comment, and thanks for the question, really appreciate it. On to the next comment. Hey, Dr. Know-It-All. Chan showed he is human. Poor performance for him. Rodgers was lucky with that atrocious lineup. He was bailed out by Phil's wonder goal, and a ref unwilling to give pens. He made changes at the half and set up really settled things down. Southampton had a little sniff of the goal in the second half. Yeah, you know, Chan did show he's human. It's not his position. You can see that. I think he will. Everyone's agreed that he's going to be a top class player. Rodgers was lucky with that atrocious lineup. Was he though? I mean, you know, we're very quick to criticise these lineups and stuff, and everybody did in the build-up show, especially the live one. When we'd seen the lineup, we were all worried about the side that we put out, but ultimately we've gone on and won the 3 points. Now, was he bailed out by Phil's wonder goal? I don't know. That goal, I think, changed the complexion of the game, because Coutinho scoring against a Southampton side that have, let's be honest, struggled for goals over the last 3 weeks. Now, that's 3 games without a goal for them. You know, they had to play a different way. Their game plan will have changed when that goal went in, because they needed to go and score a goal, and it was just a bigger match for them as it was for us. So, was he bailed out by Phil's goal? I don't know. I don't know how that game would have panned out. But all I can say is we need to credit the manager when he gets these decisions right, and he did get these decisions right. I think we expended less energy than them going forwards, which obviously with a game against Besiktas on Thursday, and then a massive game against Manchester City next Sunday at a ridiculous time in the morning. It will be in Anfield pre-12 o'clock. What the hell is that about? It was important that we got those 3 points, and not only that, we expended as little energy as possible, and I think we did that, and we managed to rest Daniel Sturridge, and we managed to give a little bit of a rest to Alberto Moreno as well, so kudos to Rodgers on that one, if you will. The cop end, I'm willing to give Lovren a clean slate from now on. It's unfair to judge him on his start. Clean sheet again. Saka would improve the team. Mignolet outstanding again, and what a goal. Wow. I mean, it was an incredible goal. We've touched upon it already. And do you know what? Again, another great point here from this time from the cop end is that I think Liverpool fans should. It's about time Liverpool fans gave Lovren a clean sheet. I've been as critical as him of anybody, and the same as Mario Balotelli. Buzzing when he signed. He's been god awful until about a month ago. I think it's important that we do give these players a clean slate, and I'm willing to jump on your bandwagon there, mate. I'm willing to give Lovren a clean slate. I think over the last couple of performances, when he's come on as a substitute, he's done fine. It was a tough environment for Lovren to come and get a proper start. You know, Southampton fans were really on his case, and he struggled first half, but it's testament to the player, the fact that second half, no one was talking about how bad his performance was second half, because he played well second half. Maybe not an 8, 9 out of 10, but he was at least a 7 out of 10 in my opinion anyway. First half, of course, you know, excuse me, there was a time when Elliot went over the top, and that was the Mignolet one where he potentially handballed it. But look, he stepped up second half, and we got the clean sheet, and that is what matters. So yeah, cop end, great point. I'm willing to give him a clean slate, and of course Balotelli as well. Moving on to the next one, it's Kazi. Think Moreno should have started. We were way too exposed down the right, and having that defensive experience, I felt he stopped the majority of their attempts throughout the second half. Overall, I'm chuffed with us taking advantage of the other team's mishaps, which is something we've struggled to do. Onward and upwards. #YNWA. Yeah, good point there, Kazi. I totally get your point. I actually disagree with it slightly, but that's my opinion. Moreno, for me, I agree with you 100%. We were much better at containing Nathaniel Klein second half, and that look, Klein had Markovic on toast, didn't he, yesterday, first half, and that's why he was hooked. But I think it's important again that we've got Besiktas coming up on Thursday. Markovic and Moreno, Markovic and Ibe are pretty much nailed on to be the wing backs in that game. Moreno and Ibe. What am I talking about? Markovic is obviously suspended. So it's important that one of them got a little bit of a rest. Ibe's probably got less football in his legs than Moreno. So for me, it's important that we gave Moreno 45 minutes off. If Moreno and Ibe started the weekend and Moreno and Ibe go on to have good games and Markovic, and we got the clean sheet at the end of the day, good decision by Brendan Rodgers to rest him. There we go. Mr. Ted, Coutinho is Gandalf in disguise. And what a disguise. The man is a wizard, you're right, he's a magician. That goal is just absolutely incredible. We are looking at one of the best players in the Premier League. If he can continue to sustain the form that he's had over the last sort of 3 months and add goals to that, man, we're looking at a world-class player here. And what a bargain for 8 million quid from Inter Milan. And what on earth were they thinking letting him go? Who knows? Chaos Dude, 13.99. I'd give man of the match to Coutinho for that strike alone, but worked his socks off throughout the match as well. But to be fair, Skirtle was rock solid in defence, couldn't fault him, unlike Chan and Lovren, who were both dodgy today. Yeah, Chan and Lovren didn't have the best games. I think Lovren played better second half, as I said previously. Coutinho, man of the match, I agree with that 100%. I was reading a few of the comments actually on the Best Worst show that Paul did last night, and a lot of players, like you've said, that Skirtle was rock solid in defence. A lot of our subscribers have said that they thought Skirtle was man of the match, and you know, as an overall performance, Skirtle for me probably did, but I'd give the man of the match myself to Coutinho, much like you, because that strike, and I've said it previously, it changes the game, it changes their game plan, and they have to go out and try and attack us and leave a few little more spaces for us to counter-attack in, and that for me is the deciding point in the game. As soon as he hits that strike and it goes in, that's it. Southampton's game plan's out the window, and we are just defending a lead then and looking to break, and we did that well, and for me that's why I give Coutinho man of the match anyway. So Adam, this was a vital win, and I think the whole team played awesome. Ibe and Skittle played really well. It's in our hands now. The next month is make or break. We have City, United and Arsenal. If we can get 7 points out of those games, we should definitely get top 4. If we get 7 points out of those games, I will be buzzing. But it's important not to forget about the other games as well. Obviously, we've got FA Cup game, we've got Besiktas. I think we need to sort of prioritise all of them now. I mean, if I'm going to pick one top priority, it is the Premier League. And it's important. If we get 7 points out of the other games, it's brilliant. But we've got to go and beat the other teams as well. And let's not forget that. There's no mugs in this Premier League anymore. Anybody can beat anyone on the day, and it's important. More important that we get those points because they're probably 6 pointers, but we've still got to go out there and perform every single week and every time we have a match. Now for the comment of the week from my Ferreros. Something their irons or something like that. Does that mean? Anyway, if those cunts United scums can win games playing like third graders, and they have been playing like shite, not just this season but the past seasons, even when they won the Premier, why can't we take a day off playing great footy and have some ugly winning games? Liverpool every day, every week, every match, motherfuckers. Comment of the week, there it is. You're right though, Man United have been playing shit for fucking years, and they have always won ugly, and you know, I'm happy with that performance yesterday. I'd rather see 4 goals in us and I'd rather steamroll them, but the fact that we won 2-0 when we weren't on our best game, that's what people talk about Championship form, and Man United have been amazing at that, and they've had this mentality over the entire Ferguson era where they don't have to play outstanding football to win games. Now, if we can start winning games when we play bad, man, that's really good sign for me in this club moving forward. So as you say, Liverpool every day, every week, every match, motherfucker. Anyway, that was the comment below. So don't forget to keep your eye on the YouTube channel. We'll be doing a live show from about 5:15 UK time before the Besiktas game. Got a couple of guests lined up already. Should be good fun. We've got the subscriber shows on www.theredmentv.com. We're doing the final word show later on this afternoon when Paul gets out of bed. And we'll also be doing the Reds News Roundup, 30 to 45 minutes on each show. Full in-depth analysis for just £2 a month. Of course, the first month is free. If you want to show your support for the show, thank you very much for watching on YouTube, but please do go over to subscribe. See if you enjoy it. If you don't, fuck it off. It's that simple, do you know what I mean? And of course, watch out for Mondo Goal Fantasy Football Challenge, Forfeit Challenge, Week 5. It's planning to be a doozy. And then we're obviously going to go into the City game as well. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give the video a big thumbs up. And Allez Rouge.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the match reaction show after Liverpool beat Southampton by 2-0 at St Mary's in the late Sunday kick.